Okay, there are heinies abound. Tushies, you might say. The occasional phallus.
I tried to show a friend of mine an episode of this, and then as soon as I pulled it up on YouTube, it was just like butts.
You did it to yourselves.
Does your friend know that you are like the head ass man? Is he really surprised?
He is now.
The goal is to make it unwatchable. That's the point. We don't want other people watching these.
Get banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, well, seeing as though we're banned from YouTube, we may as well just carry on.
Okay. Last time, you all went into the forest after realizing that shit was bad and scary. You're deciding, well, let's go where we know they have a hideout and see if it can resolve the scariness. Things were tense, and you made your way to the port and then the adjacent forest. You found the moored ship in the forest that has been there for a long time and is covered in moss. You discovered that it had a couple cultists in it, and then you realized it also had a lumberjack knight in it who hated your guts because you killed his friends. One of you killed his friends anyway.
I feel like he hated me the most.
Yeah, well, you killed his friends.
I don't think I did.
No, but he doesn't know that. He was unconscious.
Last thing he remembers was chopping down the trees fighting you.
Mm-hmm. And
I
then
was
his friends
there.
were dead.
I was on the tree.
Mm-hmm. His friends were dead or eaten by a crocodile man.
Yep.
Then he and the cultist you fought you kicked the cultist's ass. And then more cultists came out, but these were different cultists and one cultist with 3 arms and a mask and blue robes and armor who looked really fucked up and seemed fucked up. He threw the lumberjack knight like he weighed nothing into the ship. And then a big fucker came. Mr. Big Man came from the ship and erupted out very threateningly. He made vague threatening statements at you and said he was going to leave, and then you were like, no you don't. He's like, haha, yes I will. And then the corpses you killed rose up and became abominations.
Oops.
And it was like, I'm gonna leave now, bye, you have to deal with those, goodbye. And then he ran off. And then you all had to deal with those. Except you got fucked.
Didn't get that fucked.
One of you died.
It's true.
It's fine.
Well,
You woke up.
He did wake
You
up.
got better.
Fixed it.
Yes. Yes, he did. Let's talk about that, shall we? So Lyle got hit really bad, and actually, technically, died.
It was pretty nasty, actually.
But then,
Stop breathing for a second.
well, as Wei came to discover as he went over to heal him, I would say that given the magical nature of you being able to heal people, Wei, I think you realized when you healed him that his heart actually did stop, and he did die just now. But for some reason, his heart restarted, and you did not do that.
Oh.
So that's concerning.
That's
Deeply
fine.
deeply
He's kind of a
concerning.
zombie.
And Lyle, you heard some voices for a minute, and you liked those voices for some reason. And then you were disconnected from the voices, and Wei is here now, and has healed you, and you are semi-conscious now.
Seems like an okay trade, I guess.
Well, you technically were connected to them for a moment. So, as a start off, how generous do I want to be? I want to be nice because you died. So I'm a nice man who doesn't want you to die.
What a
I just
swell
want you
guy.
to suffer.
I don't believe that.
I just want you to suffer. That's different.
Yeah.
He was not expecting the usually, like, stealthy, sneaky Lyle to just mad mode a 2d12.
I mean, I'm not surprised you went down to 0. I'm more like, oh, I didn't think you just failed the last breath roll.
That was pretty rough.
Oh,
You didn't think it
you
would
only
go all
did
the
like
way?
my maximum HP's worth of damage in one shot.
Okay, here's what we'll do. Lyle will give you a choice,
I'm
and you may
listening.
consult others on this. You can ask. Let's see.
He still
One
has
of
to discern reality, or discern realities, or traps from last time.
Well, this is not. This is separate from that, so this
Okay.
will just be a separate thing. You have a choice between 3 questions. You can ask me a question regarding 1, your current condition and what's going on with you. 2, what anything you like about the creature that has infected you, which is separate from the condition, the greater creature, I mean. Or 3, a pertinent bit of information about your current situation.
I'm going to take the last one.
No, you don't want to know about your condition or the creature?
I'm a bit more concerned with my well-being at the moment.
Well, that will be the first question.
Okay.
I mean, all 3 would kinda.
Kind of.
How many questions do I get?
Just 1.
Just one?
And you can phrase it however you like, but they just have to choose one of those 3 topics.
Okay.
So what is your question? And then
Shit.
tell me which one you're picking when you ask that question. Just so I know which one you're picking exactly and can frame it accordingly. And if you want to, survey says the crowd, by all means.
I'm open-minded to crowdsourcing. Does anybody feel
Yes,
strongly?
You have learned somewhat of the plan going on. They have kind of hinted at it. So I will remind you of that information because it's been 2 weeks. You learned that kind of the notion is that they're trying to destabilize this area. How exactly beyond just chaos? Not exactly sure, but that appears to be their plan. You're able to put that together, I believe. They're trying to destabilize this city and the Empress somehow.
They, can I interject?
Yes.
They have now learned that the Empress is an Oni. So they now have that in their pocket, and I believe they control everything through a hive mind. So one person knowing means that they all know. So the Empress's position right now is very much jeopardized and kind of fucked beyond our control.
Yeah. Probably gonna have to
Are
ask
we-
her what her intentions are.
Are we for sure that they were referring to her being an Oni and not that they've already infected the town?
I think they're doing both. I think both is a good answer for that.
I think Mage implied that they got the information they needed and were pulling
Yeah.
out because, like, their objective was to gather information or acquire important people in high places, and it sounds like they achieved that objective. At least that's what I read out of it.
That's what it sounded like, yeah.
I have a question.
Is it
If,
related to this choosing one of these questions or these topics?
No, I can bench
Alright.
it for later if you want to focus.
Let's focus. Bench it for right now.
Okay.
Let's figure this out so you can get this piece of information, whichever one you choose. So, to remind everyone, choose one of these 3 topics. Either A, what is Lyle's current condition? and like what is the thing that has infected him and what's going on with him. B, what is something about the nature of this creature. Or C, something about the current situation, like more details.
I
So
think the first question is probably the best one.
Up to you guys. Just choose one of those and then ask your question.
B
Hmm.
and C are both pretty open-ended. I feel like
That's intentional. I
A is a lot more specific, like what's going to happen with Lyle, which would be good to know. But if we don't go with A, I'm just going to assume the worst for Lyle, like the fact, just assume that the hive mind is listening to everything we say through Lyle, and that he could sprout tentacles at any moment.
That might be fun.
So I guess it would be good to confirm like the extent of his corruption, but I'm
It's kind of where I'm
kind of
leaning.
leaning towards. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards A based on that. Especially since Lila's not the only person that's been somewhat touched by this thing.
I feel a little differently. I definitely see your point with A, but I feel like if we go with B, we can better assess the thing at hand here. We don't have a whole lot of information on these things, and it might reveal some more information that we didn't know previously.
like
Which
how to
could,
stop it, where to go.
yeah, like if, for example, if in this stage there's some way to kind of like inhibit it, maybe even outright remove it, I think that might be valuable information that we could use going forward.
Yeah, if we can like Lost Plagas zap it out somehow.
That's actually what I was thinking. But that is my 2 cents. My vote would be for B.
Yeah, I would agree with Sorum for B, but I think Nightmare ultimately gets to decide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other thoughts? Anybody hasn't said anything?
I think any of them will work.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. Well, final calls in your boat, Purple.
Okay,
So
well,
what is the topic you choose, and ask me your question.
I think I am going to go with option A, though,
Okay.
to assess my present condition, because that is what I would think would be most likely what Lyle would be able to glean from his experience, and also
Sure.
might be the most relevant to how I'm going to move forward.
Okay.
Exactly how fucked am I?
That's a
All right.
fair option.
So
Now, what
my
is your question in that regard?
question is a little open-ended, and am I still me? Do I have control over my body? Has my body physically changed? Is something else controlling me? Like, am I still...
Or could control you.
Oh,
There's the option to
I
jack in whenever.
don't want to, like, make it too open-ended and twist your arm to give me more information than you want, but I'll say, like, am I still me?
Yes. You are still you. And I could just end it there, but I won't.
That would be rude.
From the brief glimpse you got from connecting to it, it is connected to you, but it is not. Let me put this in more modern terms. It effectively has wiretapped you to some degree, but instead of physically wiretapping you, the wiretap is inside your brain.
I see.
There's something you feel for a moment when it was disconnected, that there's something in your head that was connected to it, like it was receiving and transmitting information, like thoughts and feelings.
I see. Okay.
They got your backstory, bro.
Shit.
Well, and the rest of ours too. Everything Lyle knows.
Well, how much does Lyle know about all of you?
I think
He knows about as much as I know about me.
he said the three-armed guy also said that he knew a lot about us through Gazelle
Yeah, he did make that
And
implication.
and Adam
And Lyle.
in a while.
So, like, whenever we make important decisions, do we need to ask those three to leave the room?
I guess.
It's not. I will
I-
give you this as well, so you,
Sorry.
to calm your paranoia a little. I'm trying to be nice here. It's not constantly listening, and it's not. It cannot constantly just access your brain. It's when you were connected, like in a clear connection for a moment there. So it probably gleans more information out of you about you and things you know. So that's not great.
So
But-
kind of like in Baldur's Gate when they use the tadpoles to make a psionic connection.
And more game terms, when that clock ticks up, they get more information. And when that clock is ticked up to 4, they have an actual connection to you.
Okay.
When you got the clock, so every time that clock ticks up, or when you receive the clock, they get a bit of information. And when it hits 4, they have a connection to you.
Okay.
Now,
This might-
Oh, yes?
This might be too much, but whenever the connection happens, are they doing like an essential full brain backup memory thing, or just like looking at what's happening at the moment?
No, it's like a quick scan, like grabbing little bits of information. Lyle just happens to have the most ticks on his clock, so it's got a lot of information out of him.
Does not bode well. Maybe we should kill him.
You're
He
right.
did connect
Kill me.
Gazelle briefly. Gazelle can resist it.
So does Gazelle not have a counter because he's somehow fought it off, or
It's because he's a dwarf.
gotcha? So he's got like
Got that old man energy.
he gets a freebie.
Yes. Well,
Took one look in his mind and decided, nope, I don't want to be here.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Time to go.
I mean, it did know about his wife.
It's true. It got a little something. something.
How do we know his
Didn't
wife's
get
not the actual villain?
Oh, BB, can you not phrase it that way? That's morbid.
Bro.
What did you do? What did he say?
I said it got a little something something. If I was like, no, please.
Your clock ticks up, Adam. I won.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I feel satisfied enough to
All right, good.
proceed.
All right, so you are still in the forest, unless you have left. Lyle, you can be awake if you like, but you probably don't feel great.
I'm gonna say I'm in a feverish, delirious, half-conscious state, flailing, muttering, and groping.
I'll carry him.
So you're normal.
Yeah, basically.
Groping Otto.
It's weird that he was able to articulate all of that eloquently, if you could call it that.
Oh, go ahead.
Before we leave, I was thinking we better take a look inside the ship. I know
I-
we're a little worse for wear right now, but we didn't come here just to spar.
Yeah, I want to see if they left anything behind. Any notes or more drugs or just anything in the ship.
Although I will say, I am definitely on my last legs here. I think I have 2 HP out of my pool left. So I am not going to be the frontliner for that indoor mission.
Anybody got any potions?
I'll,
I think I've got.
I'll creep
Yue
into the
might.
ship.
I think I've got a
Yue
potion.
has. She's got some poultices.
Yue could help.
Yue can help you. Hold on, I have to look up Yue's moves.
Oh, I don't actually have a potion. Never mind.
Probably want to drink that yourself right now, bud.
You can. She. Oh, she just had to make a move. UA will heal you. Will start healing people. It will hurt. It will not feel great. You'll suffer disadvantaged for a little bit, but you'll recover 10 HP.
Okay. I'll take that.
Because she has to use a mix of burning to heal any. Well, not burning.
Doesn't
Use
sound
some
good.
medicine. It's not great. She's doing like ad hoc medical treatment.
Gotta use a little bit of fire to cauterize and disinfect.
When it disinfect mostly, she's not cauterizing your wounds. That's only for extreme circumstance.
So
Lyle
straight up
died.
disadvantage or
Lyle
or
did
like
die.
an affliction?
Lyle did die.
Or
Is
Yes.
that not
or
extreme
injury?
enough for you?
Just disadvantage for right now for the
Burn.
next roll.
Burn me. I'm fucking torch my ass.
Throw
Oh,
some
he should be used to
stars
it.
to
I'll tell
Lyle's
you, like,
avatar.
Give me some fire, mommy.
She makes sure to just direct Otto to heal you.
Damn it.
I already held him last time.
I know, but she's helping you now, and she doesn't want to
Okay.
get near him because he's groping everywhere.
Roll a d10 for how much HP I heal, Majay.
No, you just get back 10 HP.
No, I want you to roll for me.
Oh, I was wrong. I had 4 HP, so I have 14 HP.
Okay, I will roll. I will roll a d10.
Thank you.
You get 10 HP. Make it 10 HP.
You cheated!
bitch.
Damn, Nightmare, that could have been a good roll for us. Hell.
That would have been funny.
That's
Okay.
great.
That's how much she's supposed to heal you anyway.
I feel like I'm waking up a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit better. Otto's groping has woken me up.
Okay, so
That's
from my understanding. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, BB.
Flesh.
So as was mentioned, Tori's pretty banged up. Lyle's pretty banged up. They may have been healed, but I don't know if Lyle can still aid in detecting traps from only taking one of those rolls early on, but Adam's going to go ahead and just kind of look over his shoulder as he walks by Tori. Alright, I hear you. I'll go in.
Finally. Someone else to take the hits.
Use Tori for 10 HP.
What, she heals me as well? Okay.
She's healing anyone who asks for it, but you'll have disadvantage on your next roll for the remainder of the scene.
That's fine.
Because that was
Kill
fine. You don't need no healing.
Okay. Anyone else want some healing? Healing juice?
Nope.
Adam's
Good.
good.
I'm going to wake my ass up, but I'm also going to check all of my negative buffs.
I want healings, please.
She'll attempt to repair you. Could she heal you? It's gonna take a minute, but yeah.
She's gonna turn the actual heat up. She's gonna weld that motherfucker up.
She might have to weld parts.
Calm down, Marie.
Go full Maria.
Marie's been in the party the whole time.
Hell yeah.
Nurse welder.
So, okay. So you're going inside.
Yes. Checking out the ship.
Okay. So you and Adam are going inside?
Yes.
I think I'm going with them.
Okay. So the three of you go inside. Anyone else can go inside if they wish. I'll just describe what's inside.
I
Because it's
will
been
only.
first open and it's not hard to get inside.
I'll go
I want
if
to go up top.
Otto walks with me, stabilizes me. But if Otto doesn't go, I'm staying here.
I'll go.
Okay. Sounds like everyone's going inside.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll investigate. I was like, I'm good. Where's Weren't my bones just crunchy?
Ew.
I'm gonna keep
Well.
carrying him. I feel like he needs it.
That's probably a good idea.
I'm just gonna lean on him. Be like, oh,
Okay,
okay.
so you step into the breach in the hull, into the creaky, old, musty-smelling remains of this ship. There is moss overgrown even inside. Yes, it does not seem like it was turned into a very nice hideout. You do see some tables moved into the sides of the room with some papers here and there, mostly just like stuff to fold up into like carrying things for the drugs, which
Mm.
you see parts of in here. You see little bits of the drug, along with some like berries and little things to add into it to make it a little more palatable, so that when they give it to people, they don't notice it as much. Just like you found. Give it a little, make it easier to grasp. So you find that it's like this is like a place where they have made those things, or like they've been setting them up. There's some crates with some rations inside, some rudimentary stuff, old bread. There's some bacon, not very good bacon, etc. Some bits of water, some barrels of water here and there for drinking. Let's see. Is there anything else of note? Oh yeah, there is one other thing, and probably this is the first thing you notice because it's hard to not notice. In the back of the hull, back of the cargo, the bottom of the ship, where this all is, you get the feeling that there's not much left upstairs because of this. But there's something inside, in the back of the hull, like over here, that takes up that entire side. It seems to stretch into the floor above and almost reaches over here, but stops short. What looks like a large red tree has grown inside this hull. But it's not made of bark or wood.
Uh-oh.
Not the flesh tree.
So we're looking at the flesh tree, huh?
I have a question.
Yes. About the flesh tree?
No, about the drugs.
Ew.
Well, you get the feeling that the flesh tree is where the drugs are coming from.
Cool.
Like this is the flesh that gets put into the drug?
Correct.
Do
All right.
I have an overwhelming urge to eat the drugs?
You
Don't like
do
the
have
tree.
a strong inclination for some reason to partake. So do you, Gazelle. Although you are suffering from withdrawals, so that's why you're suffering that. Adam, you also have a slight tingling desire to just munch on one or two. Like the three of you, well, not Gazelle, but Lyle and Adam, your eyes are kind of drawn away from the tree. Like you don't, like your subconscious is just avoiding looking at it. Like you're not trying to acknowledge it's there. Because you just don't worry about that. Just look at this drug. You want to give it a shot, right?
I'm gonna just salivate and lick my lips looking at the drugs, being like, "How about can you take me over there?"
Well, everyone else is looking at the flesh tree, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of want to call Eldon over and be like, hey, is this consistent with the flag or whatever that your order keeps its eye on?
He looks horrified.
Good lord,
your
what's
words.
happening in there?
I mean, same, but
Yeah, that's how I would react too if I saw a tree made out of flesh.
You can tell that the flesh tree is, well, it wasn't always a tree. There's definitely a couple other things before it became a
What?
tree.
Are there teeth?
Like-
Yes.
What was it?
So it isn't a grown tree; it's a
No. It's
Stitched
in the
together.
shape of a tree.
Oh,
ew.
Oh no. Ew.
So it's made up of remains.
do I smell
that
people?
grow.
Do you smell people? If you're acknowledging it, yes. The smell of meat.
Rotted flesh.
Not rotted. It's still alive.
Oh,
oh,
Mm,
Who was it last time that suggested burning the boat? Way, I think.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
How do you
Wade,
feel about that suggestion?
Way had a pretty good instinct to say, let's not even go near it, let's just set it on fire and leave.
Now you have the knowledge that this exists, and now you can never unknow it.
Yeah, that's.
What's worse, the wall or the tree? I'm still
I feel
leaning
like
toward
the
the wall,
tree.
but you know.
See,
feel like
now that I know
neither-
it,
Mm,
now that I know it was
The
foreshadowing.
wall was pretty rough. If it's
It's kind of similar deal.
This one's not trying to
I don't-
talk, at least.
just, I don't know if Purple's
It's
talking
true.
about the wall in this story.
Are you sure it's not trying to talk?
Oh, is it trying to talk?
Are there
You
noises?
can't hear anything, but you're not very close to it either.
I wouldn't go near it.
I'd say, God, if I wasn't half dead, I would poke it with a stick.
There are parts
Dude.
of it that are
Boat.
harder. That that's where they pulled off parts that resemble the bark, which is being put in the drug. But there are parts where that has been peeled off, where it's softer. And I won't go any
Gross.
detail than that. Just that it's gross.
Maje,
Yes.
can I roll harmonic resonance?
Could you show me that move?
Yes.
I'll just look at it actually. That works.
He
That's a
rolled it.
good roll.
Oh my god, you rolled it. So
I want to like kind of quiet the surroundings and just like, what the hell happened here?
Do you want to know?
You know, I
Well-
want to know how they made it and how to stop
Okay,
more
well-
from being made.
that roll says you have hold 3, so you get to ask me 3 questions. What are your 3 questions? And they are not specific, so you can ask me whatever you want, apparently. In regards to this, anyway.
Does the
How do we
image
win the game?
count in the-
Don't. I kill you all, and I win.
Damn
That's
it.
how we win the game.
Does the clear image of a significant past event factor into the questions, or is that in addition to the holds?
That's kind of the framing.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't really have questions in mind. I thought you were just gonna give me like a trippy flashback sort of thing, but like,
Well, I haven't looked at that in a while, because you haven't done it in a while. So, but it says question. You spend holds to ask me a question about the surroundings, or take +1 forward, or advantage rather, when acting on those answers.
okay. I guess I'd have to somehow phrase this as a question, but I kind of want to see like what was his name from Zemus? Like, did he create this? How did he create this? What
Show us the tree being
priest.
created.
Oh god, you want me to describe that? I was trying to. I was already gave you a lot of detail. Just trying not to go into detail. But if you want me to go into detail, I'll do it gladly.
Mm,
It's gross, but like,
Don't say gladly.
Is this tree like somehow special, or could they make another such tree somewhere else?
You. Let's see. How do we frame this? So you kind of go into your past vision. You see the past. You see that priest in this room, and his like figure is like distorted in places, but he's solid. He's not like those weird, like kind of almost blurred out people. Just kind of bits, like it's fragmented. He's not fully blurred out. There's bits of a soul still in him. Is how you could interpret that. He is standing in this room, and there are people in this room. Some of them have a red hawk on their chest. They look like they're like, like a band of thugs, mercenaries you could call them. And there's a couple. It's him and like a pair of other knights with him. They seem to be discussing something. They're talking, and eventually, he hands the priest hands one of the mercenaries something, which you recognize as, which you could presume is the drug. He like looks at it, sniffs it, and he eats it. Like he gets wide-eyed for a second, and then he kind of looks at his hands like, Like he's having a trip, and he's not having a terrible time yet. And then he hands 2 more to the other 2 mercenaries here, and they have it. You know, it's like this doesn't seem like a threatening aura here. It seems like they're just having a conversation. He's showing them the drugs. He's showing them what they do. Like giving like this is what I want you to sell. This is what it's like.
Free sample.
And this is
Free
before the
sample.
tree.
Yes, we're getting there. So after he hands them a sample, and they've all partaken, and they're having a conversation, there's another person that comes in the room, which you presume looks vaguely familiar. Potentially looks like that guy that tried to sell you drugs, or sold Gazelle drugs.
Oh, our
It's
dealer
him
friend.
and like a couple other folks. They have a conversation. Seems to you like they came to an agreement. Like the guys who took the drug are describing it and like, hey, it's pretty good, that sort of thing. And some of them, they start to head off. Like they're gonna go start preparations. And then the knights kind of wait for them to leave, and those 3 are just kind of still come down from that high. And once they're alone, the priest kind of directs the 2 knights to stand at the entrance to this, the cargo hold. And he holds out a hand toward them, and the one in the center stops and freezes and goes rigid as he stands straight.
Uh-oh.
And, well, I'm not going to describe it because it's fucked up. But eventually, they are pulled together,
They
twisted,
mush.
and
Mush. They
morphed,
mush.
and
They just mush
grew,
together.
and
Oh, have to
stretched,
tell us anymore.
Oh,
and filled
Fuck.
this chamber.
Okay.
And it
CV,
was the drug
CV
that they
Quest
were
2025. Anybody?
the drug they were given looked slightly different, possibly bigger than what you had. Not quite the same.
So like not an increased dosage, but like a special.
Like a dosage would kind of be accurate, but like it's pure is I guess kind of the feeling that that's how you feel. Like the thing you just saw was pure. He gave them a more pure version of it.
Okay, because that was gonna be my follow. Well, kind of a meta question. Like, if the drugs came from the tree, where did he get the drug that he fed to the guys to make the tree?
Mm-hmm.
So I assume your second question is this tree special?
Yeah, some variation of that.
If they can make more trees.
Is it
Yes.
You
unique?
get you get the feeling that was the tree is just a shape that he made or had it make. The tree isn't special. The tree is just a shape it took.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they could make more.
They could make as many as they wanted.
Hmm.
I'm unsettled.
Okay.
Not having a good time.
But it's not unique. I figured all 2 flesh trees wouldn't be the same.
No, that's
Well,
like
all flesh trees are
snowflakes.
special, you see. Every flesh tree is unique because you make different flesh trees with different people, or more people, or bigger people, just all varieties of people.
Yeah, this
Every
one was.
flesh tree is different. No 2 flesh
Correct.
trees are the same.
That's
This
right.
one's about to be lit on fire.
That's right, kids.
Yeah, how does Otto feel about this tree?
Oh, you want to burn it? You want to burn it so bad?
Okay.
All right.
That is a thing that needs to die.
Just don't throw me at it.
You have one more question.
I kind of want to go fishing for like information about their plans. If they're talking about orders that they've received from Muros or elsewhere, or just like any stray words that I can catch.
Yeah,
that
like
would-
has anybody else been in here?
You don't think? Oh wait, someone else been in here. Yes, someone else has been in here.
Hmm.
So that was one frame of time. and now you your brain flashes through some amount of time passes. You're not sure exactly how much. You believe this was prior to this event, but that priest is here in the room, and he is flanked by 2 knights, and there's someone else in here before the tree was here, and they are standing at this one side of the cargo hold, and you see a familiar sight. Where that person should be, you get the impression there should be a person here, that the cargo hold is there, but when you try to look at it, it's like you can't see it. Like
It's like
Blurry.
it's like owl
it's
vision
blurry.
blurry.
Yes, it's like this is not something that you can perceive. But you get the impression from the environment, the way the priest suddenly kneels before, and the knights kneel, that there's someone across the room from him, and he is speaking to them.
Someone important.
And
It's a big
someone
fish.
important. And then the knight pulls out a set of clothes and hands it toward this person you can't see. And they look like noble's clothes, an outfit. It looks like an outfit of, well, like a servant or a maid is being handed to someone.
Does it look like
And
Eldon's
then
clothes? I'm watching you,
It's
boy.
taken. No, it doesn't look Eldon's clothes. The clothes are taken, and after a moment of time, some clothes are handed back. And on top of these clothes is a seal. And it's a seal that you don't recognize. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull out my notes here. What would their seal look like? Give me one moment. Maximize. It's like a star. Like a star's like a sun rising over a horizon. So the bottom half of this, like a medallion, this emblem, is like a horizon, and then there's a circle with triangles to indicate like this is the sun, like a rising sun.
Interesting.
Okay. And there were stars as well, or
It's
the sun
that
was the star?
the sun is the star. I was
Okay.
workshopping it as I was thinking about it.
Gotcha. Okay, just to be clear for my notes.
Yes.
Okay, and so the knight hands the blurry person a serving outfit, and the blurry person hands the knight the emblem. Is that?
The emblem on top of like a set of noble's clothes.
So is it like on the clothes, or is it like a badge?
It's like set on top of the clothes, like in a pile. Like
Oh,
it's a
like
badge
the-
or an icon.
Okay.
And that's going to the blurry person, or the blurry
That's
person
going-
is.
Like the blurry person handed it back to the priest as though they're switching out clothes. Like here's these. Like okay, I'm taking this clothes. Here's these clothes I was wearing.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I guess
Are
after I go ahead.
Are the clothes that was handed back to Priest Samus the ones that he was wearing when we saw him earlier?
No.
Did they look like clothes that the serving girl who brought breakfast that we killed her?
Similar,
look like her
not
clothes?
quite the same, but just that kind of clothes.
Okay.
Those aren't Eggo's pants, are they?
What?
Maybe.
AGs.
Oh.
No.
Okay. After I come out of the trance, I'm gonna describe what I saw to the party and Eldon and the Empress, and be like, "Yeah, that's what I saw. Does anyone recognize the emblem with the rising sun? We don't know what that means."
So
I would like
those of you who are from Zhao, I can tell you, you already know what the symbol is from. I can tell you.
Okay.
Those of you who are not from Zhao might not know, but that symbol is the symbol of the royal family of Jailin, which is not Jailin, Kaishi, the neighboring country.
Mm.
Oh. Uh-oh. That's the, is that is Kaishi the one?
Kaishi
Sorry.
is the one that's like next to this country that has been hostile, has the largest amount of land, that it's ruled by that asshole.
Yeah, that other bastard who says he's Sorum's real boy.
Yes, he says he's Sorum's real boy, and says he has all rights to this continent.
King California.
I hate it.
Oh yeah.
King Cali.
I'm so mad. So mad that I have to accept this.
Okay.
So,
relay that then.
so then sounds like they are also operating in Kaishi, probably in the royal courts, which is great because that is the country that is most hostile toward us, isn't it?
The Empress looks troubled and nods.
Things aren't good anywhere. Okay. Ugh.
I was like, I think we should warn them. Maybe their empress is hot too.
He's not.
You might be.
No. He's an ugly little shit.
He's got these chiseled good looks going through him. He must be attractive.
The genes have decayed over time on that side.
Damn, Majay being hella judgmental over there.
Actually, most people think jeans look very fashionable after a long period of time.
Jesus.
No matter how much dirt or cuts and holes are in them,
They always in style.
they're always in style.
Well played.
So, anyways,
Alright.
back to this tree.
Yes, the flash tree? Made of flesh?
Yeah,
And people?
I'm going to hand Lyle off to Eldon, and then approach it.
Hey, Eldon.
Zelda to drop.
How you doing,
Zelda
buddy?
to drop Lyle.
Eldon takes Lyle and is just staring at the tree horrified.
I'm gonna stand, but I am going to have my arm around Eldon's shoulder, leaning off of him. I'm gonna look like delirious, sweating profusely, probably getting Eldon's shirt a little wet. I'm gonna probably be using my free arm to like reach wistfully toward the drugs on the table nearby.
He reaches over, looking at you, and smacks your hand.
Oh,
I'm nervous about this tree, so I'm gonna kind of knock an arrow on my bow and just kind of.
Can we? Would you say that this tree is an inanimate object, or is it living? Because that will depend on what I do.
Okay, what are you attempting to do?
I want to destroy it.
Okay. How do you want to destroy it?
It depends on if it's an inanimate object or not.
What's
Because
the
I could
move?
just attack it, or I could do my bend
you-
bars lift gate.
Hey, bed bars lift gates. Yeah.
Would you call a tree an inanimate object?
It's
Yeah.
a flesh tree.
I mean, it's D&D. Sometimes the trees attack you.
This is true.
I guess the question is, I don't know if I want to know the answer to it or not, but the question is, does the tree have any autonomy that would allow it to evade an attack or otherwise retaliate?
Yeah, or is there like some nice fangs on some of these branches that could?
I mean, we already know it has teeth.
For
asking
the
about
record, Lyle's wondering what this tree tastes like, and he's a little horrified by that, but something in his brain tells him that he should probably give it a little taste.
No.
I would say this tree isn't capable of taking any action. So sure, it's about as alive as a normal tree, let's
Okay.
say, but grosser.
Let's try to destroy it.
Get a motto.
That's not bad.
Choose 3.
You can fix the thing again without the log.
I don't think we need that one. Please.
Doesn't take a long time, and
Okay.
nothing of value is damaged. I'll
You get
take
to
those
choose-
2.
What about the third? You get 3.
I guess it doesn't take a lot of noise.
What if he chooses to do it violently and loudly?
Oh, I see what you mean. You want it to make noise. You don't want it to. You
Sure.
want to make it.
The longs
I
hanging
just
from
wanna
the
break it.
branches.
All right.
Start
I want to
cracking
destroy
and
this
something
thing.
We'll
screams.
just
Yeah,
We'll
just
just
grab the
toss that
dangling
third
lungs,
one.
squeeze them, like let all the air out. It makes like a whoopee
Destroy
cushion
the
sound
ever-living shit out of it.
I can just imagine Otto like,
Destroy.
screaming like a kid on Christmas Day, opening up a present on this tree.
with blood flying everywhere.
I'm gonna roll a D100 to see how terrified I am watching him do this. I'm fairly mortified.
Well, hold on. I haven't described anything yet.
Oh no.
Otto, what do you have any input of how you want to destroy this? Or do you want me
Nope.
to describe?
You go for it.
Oh man. Oh geez. All right. Well, that means we're gonna get some stuff happening.
Ooh.
So Otto, you approach this tree with the desire to destroy it. It doesn't come from you, but comes from like the thing that powers you and is you, but isn't you.
Ooh.
You know, that desire to destroy these things that has just been cropping up. That isn't necessarily you. It's just like built into you somehow. And you're not sure
My
why.
core.
Your core. And as you approach it, like it's like okay, and like you're agreeing with your desire of your core to like, all right, I agree, we should destroy this. Fuck this thing.
Yep.
You approach it, and as you do so, you feel like you're less you as you approach it, and you're more someone else. Like the Otto that everyone knows becomes like secondary as you approach the tree. Like you just become part of your core, and something else steps forward. Something very, very old.
Oh.
As you approach the tree, you feel your body begin to heat up, and everyone around you watches as like the metal plates on your body start to shift and like move, and like revealing lines like that like start to glow with blue light as you approach it, as you feel power starting to run through your body that you're surprised your body can't even contain, but you feel like your body is changing to accommodate, and you start to look weirdly. You looked ramshackle before, but as like you step closer, you feel less ramshackle. As like you're opening up and portions are moving, and you approach the tree with the full intent to destroy it, and then you're not you, and then someone else takes over, and they are 100% in agreement as they hold up their hands, and your hands split open, both of them, your arms open, and blue light shoots forth from your hands and begins to burn the tree away. And a loud hum of energy as you just start burning away the tree with intense energy. It like is blindingly bright and fills the room as you just start to annihilate this side of the ship, just burning it away.
Ooh.
And as you just continue to do so, eventually, as everyone around you watches you do this, all that's left of the back half of the ship, and actually you probably all start to leave the room because it starts to look like it's not going to hold up this destruction. And by the time you're done, Otto, the back half of the ship is gone. You have burned it completely away.
What the hell was that?
And then once all of it's gone, Otto, your body like shifts back and closes back up, and the plates shift back into place, sealing away those like lines of energy and light that were like coursing around your body, leaving you back to your normal self. like you looked at it before, and you feel control return to you. And now you're just Otto again.
Got
When the big guy was here,
Maybe we should have led with that.
How long have you had that in your back pocket? Are you all right?
Otto, you have no fucking idea how you just did that.
I'm just gonna turn around, look at everybody staring at me, and like shrug a little.
I'm
Adam
gonna
just
take
kind
a
of,
step back.
like, raises his. Adam just
I
kind
mean-
of like raises his spear in like a bit of a cheer. He's like, I knew you had it in you. Knew some kind of war machine was in there.
To be clear, it's not like you just like did one big blast, boom. It's like you blew, like you slowly burned it away, bit by bit, but decently fast. And in the process, you just also destroyed the rest of the ship.
I'm not sure. I don't know whether this matters.
Yay.
But when I was doing the harmonic resonance thing and I saw the people like become the tree amalgamation, did I get any sense that like there was consciousness in them
All these
still?
gifts.
Like, were like the drug dealer wanted us to burn him? Was there consciousness left in the tree? Can I know that?
Do you want to know that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no.
Okay. They probably feel better after.
I don't know.
I don't know
Knowing-
if I would feel
I
better.
mean, they
after
probably didn't feel
being-
good during that, but
May have, but yeah.
It's better than being a flesh tree.
I mean, says you. Have you been a flesh tree?
You don't know. You haven't been a flesh tree before.
The dealer wanted us to burn him. We think these guys would also want to be released from this living hell.
I think that Tori is still grasping reality about this whole situation, as am I, the player.
Yeah. makes
Well,
sense.
Yue, did you know that Otto
No! No, I did
had
not know
a
he could do that!
had a super form like that?
No!
Did you
Otto,
know
you-
that he could just microwave the
Well,
hulls
no!
of ships
No, I
away?
did not! I did not
What's a
know!
microwave?
Did you build? I guess I don't know. Did you build?
No, I didn't build any of those parts!
Did you build Auto from scratch, or did you find Auto
I-
like partially?
No, I just
completed?
used the excess parts I had from my business. And then some stuff I just made. I didn't make anything that could do that.
So that's not a feature then.
No! Not that I'm aware of! Not until just now!
Remind me not to get on his bad side, Barry.
You know, if I ever have an issue, I'm gonna come to you. Because who knows what you're gonna come up with for me. Because after seeing that, I don't know what to expect, but I'm fighting, an eldritch horror now, which is scarier than my dad. And you made whatever the fuck that thing is.
I don't know. I didn't do any of that.
I say
I
you
didn't-
should be proud, but like,
I am very proud, but also scared.
yeah. So am I.
I have no idea how Otto did any of that. I didn't put guns in his hands. I didn't build him so he'd open up like that. He shouldn't open up like that at all. That shouldn't be possible.
Well, it's like he's some kind of freak or something.
Shut up, you.
Didn't you power him up by magic?
The core gives him the power to function. I thought. I guess it does more than that.
Seems like it does a hell of a lot more than that.
I think I've seen enough for one day.
I mean, it is like Eldon said. It comes from an ancient line of these automatons, so maybe it's got something to do with that.
Are we?
Kind of looks
Yeah,
over to
Eldon.
What do you?
Eldon looks less surprised, actually. He looks
now
like
you're
to
not
believe the tree's gone.
now you're not freaking out. You didn't just see that shit.
Oh, well, I
That's
didn't
normal.
realize I didn't realize that he could do that consciously, but that he's capable of that? No, I'm not surprised by that.
Do you
That
think we
kind
could
of-
find more like Otto? That might be
Oh,
useful.
well, well, yes, there are more like Otto. Otto is probably not. How do I say this? Should I say this? Thanks. Not sure. Looks
Ye-
looks conflicted.
He's not what, one of a kind.
No, he is. He is. Absolutely, he is. Hmm.
He's not the only kind. He's not the only
Well,
automaton.
well, no. I mean that. I can tell you that. Yes, he's not the only automaton. He's he's just not. He might not. No, I don't know which one he is, but he is probably not the strongest one they made
I think
by
I,
a wide margin.
I think I just resolved my bond with Otto.
I I believe I told you all that they made a bunch of drones, yes, and that they made 3 ones that control the drones. Otto would probably be a drone, if not something else.
Probably.
Probably, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at his core. I don't. This is all information I read. All the information I've learned. I don't know these things specifically, but from what I have read and what they are capable of, as I understand, he might be a drone.
I'm kind of still out of it, but from what I gather, what you're saying is we should crack him open.
How is he a drone if he's just made of spare parts?
Well, the core is from a drone. It's all the core.
Hmm. Well,
Eldon,
Yes?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you know how technology works? Because that's not how technology works.
That's how magic works.
Nightmare, what the fuck is this gif of this meat?
Horrifying.
Oh,
Meat gif. Let me see.
Why is it doing that? Why is it?
Ew. Ew, what the fuck?
Why does it look like there's bot flies all over the fucking place in there?
It's just when the muscles are still
Spasm.
still spasming
You're a
And-
man.
Horrifying.
on your steak.
On my stick.
hate that.
I
Stop
hate
that.
it.
That's. I'm gonna remember that. Thank you.
I want to eat that.
This is a gift.
This is what happens when you taser a steak. It wakes up
It wakes up
It's coming for
and
you.
it,
and starts to
and it
fight.
starts looking for its creator. It's just like
I ordered my steak to not moo at me.
Medium. The blue rare orders be like.
all right. Well, knowing
So,
what we know now, which is not a lot, where could we get more information, Eldon? Does your order have the answers that we need?
In terms of, well, everything or something specifically?
In terms of everything, I mean, Otto would be good to know about, but like the thing that we're facing and how to stop it, whether we need more drones like Otto or
Well,
whether.
I can tell you that, well, my mission was to retrieve the core. Well, the rest of you know, you were new, I'm afraid, so you don't know this. But I was originally sent to retrieve that core amongst a couple other artifacts. The core was the main one. For that specific reason, that it's one of those. So my original intention was to take the core back to HQ. That's also why I asked you all to come to HQ so that I could fulfill my mission, but also respect that you have your own business to attend to. I didn't want to force you to come along with me. Um, and in terms of the crazy, horrible flesh abominations, we would have more information there, more people more versed in this than I am, including the guildmaster, who would know the most of us. He would be very keen to be aware of this situation, I am sure. I could contact him uh, long distance through magic. I I probably will tonight at least, at some point today.
You probably should. He needs to know what's
Oh,
going on.
yes, he does. He won't be happy.
So I got a question. What were you planning to do with that core?
Well, that was my mission from the guildmaster. He asked me to retrieve it.
Well, yeah, but to do what with it?
Well, he's curious about how it works, and well, I don't know the specifics, but he's very interested in them and wants to know more about them. As far as I understand, he's done a lot of research on them lately.
What's your guildmaster's name?
What is the guildmaster's name? It's time to decide, so I must go to the list of names.
Why don't you just ask your favorite, most popular emperor of the in-game?
He's not related
Named
to
last on
Storm.
He might actually be. I mean, a
The
lot of
Genghis
people
Khan of this world.
that
yeah.
are powerful and in important places are descendants of mine.
Hold on, I'm going to do a name generator. Give me 1 second.
Well, name generator, name schmemorator, let me do it.
Is he Chinese? Is he English? Can we name him something like Ethelwyn? That sounds kind of cool.
Colonel Mustard.
Steve.
Hold on.
Is his name, Zero Bloodline?
No.
Oh. Damn.
You almost had
Are
it,
you
King
sure?
Doctor.
Are you sure?
It's a good one.
Okay. Well, while we're doing that, Adam, are you concerned that the guildmaster would rip it out of Otto and essentially deactivate him to get the core? Is that what you're getting at?
No, I'm thinking if he knows so much about this, maybe he knows how to help Otto reach his potential.
Oh, okay. I was
Is
just
that
worried,
something Otto wants to do?
Natul is his name.
Not
And I will-
Tool.
Hold on. I believe it's Facebook.
Guildmaster and a tool.
Adam sort of just
Because he's not a tool.
shrugs at
Not at all.
Tori's statement. Why wouldn't he?
I'm okay with that.
His whole reason for being has been to protect his master. No, protect his people.
Protect you, eh?
I just built him to be a friend, to be a part of my family. That's all I built him for. I didn't build him to protect me.
He's kind of gone that way, though. And it seems like we've been traveling together. He's come into his own as a fighter. But, I mean, he's not, like, a murder machine, is he? I don't know if I'm really comfortable with watching Otto turn into whatever that was again.
Well, Eldon takes on a scrunched up kind of face. Well, technically, we had this conversation earlier, but you remember how I said that the creations that they made to fight the disaster destroy the civilization?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, uh, quick quiz. What do you think the creation was?
The creation of
The
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 drones?
civilization? Yes. The drones. And the 3 master units that they made to control the drones. From what I read and from what historical records remain that we've collected, um, the main master unit, the central one, the one that was the strongest, took control and, well, um, destroyed the civilization.
Oh,
That's Howball, you feeling urge to kill?
Otto?
yeah.
No, not at all.
I apologize if he scared you.
He?
What happened to this master control unit?
Who's he?
That is not clear. The records well, with the civilization being destroyed, like to describe what happened as a cataclysm is a understatement. It was bad, from what I understand. It was very bad.
Donato just said he, as in like someone else within him.
Yeah. What?
My
Is it?
inside person.
Inside. You mean your
Inside
orb
person.
buddy, or
Your conscience?
The
No.
docent? I don't understand.
yeah, the orb buddy?
Yeah. Does the orb have
I think I'm gonna need.
on this?
I'm gonna need some
The
more
orb
drugs.
flashes on Otto's chest and says, "Wasn't me, bro."
My
That's the time.
core took over. And I apologize.
Your
That is concerning.
your core. I thought
Nothing
Otto
to
was.
apologize
I
for.
thought Otto was the core. Yue, what did you do?
Don't look at me. I don't know. I didn't know it could do these sorts of things. I just made Otto.
I'm just kind of
Didn't
scratches
you go
his
out of
head
your way
for
to
a
get
second.
this core? Didn't you want this core specifically?
Well, look, I deal with a lot of parts, building prosthetics and stuff, and I recognized that it was a power source, and I knew about automatons, and I was lonely, and I wanted company. So I bought it. I had the money.
I have a question.
Yes,
Yue, where did you get this core from specifically?
the auction. The, the thing that got me in trouble.
Yeah, I remember all that, but
Well, it was from
who?
ruins, apparently, from some explorer.
Hmm.
Do you know the name of the ruins or the name of the explorer?
What was the name of the explorer? Going back to session 1.
Looking for that info.
Chao Shen is the name of the archaeologist who had the core.
Chow
That's what-
Shin.
That's
Okay, now
where
I
the
get a
CS comes
spelling on
from, right?
that.
Yes, correct. You remember?
Yes, it was in my notes of that first session, but I didn't catch his name.
Chao Shen, that's his name. They were on the box, I recall.
Like that?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the blue box, gold latch, letter CS, the size of a watermelon.
Yeah,
It's the box that Vondale was making us look for.
correct.
Yes, indeed.
It's been a while and my notes aren't that good anymore.
But there was no information about where he obtained it from. Just
Yue
that
has
name.
no idea.
He was an
Interesting.
archaeologist of some kind. That's all. That's all I got.
She went to an auction, she bought a thing.
Interesting. I wonder where we can find this Xiao Shen now.
He's dead.
Oh, he is dead. Right.
That's why there was an auction. He died. His possessions went up for auction.
It was his belongings, yeah.
It's
Silly
been a while
goose.
since session 1. Leave me alone.
No, you had to suffer.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to learn a whole lot from Chao Shen.
Wiles is gonna. He's still.
You
A
know,
little
not necessarily
woozy.
there, Adam.
What you mean?
If he kept logs of his adventures and we could get our hands on them, we might get some more information on it.
Failing that, if we can find where he's buried, we can speak with dead.
I like where you're
Yeah,
going,
it's a better option.
Dig up the skeleton.
but doesn't that entail going back to...
Andoran.
Look them up? Yes, doesn't that entail going back to Andoran? You know, the place we fled from.
It's been a while since we lit that place on fire. They've probably forgotten.
I wasn't
Well-
with you when you guys did that, so I might not be wanted. And Napano's not wanted.
We're not wanted. But
Weren't you with us?
Way
I was
was
gonna
with
say,
us.
Way
was with us.
I thought I was in the church, like, doing my own thing, and you guys were
Oh,
out
he might have.
fucking off.
Well, that
There were
time
well, hold on. There were multiple fires. In
we
town.
did start many
This
fires.
is true.
Yeah.
There was a lot going
I
on.
feel like you started like 2 fires.
There was 3. Well, the first one, the first
Yeah, I
one,
got one.
the first one was not us. To be fair,
That's
Yes,
fair.
true.
We didn't do that one.
You did do the second one.
it was in the
Set a
wake of
stable on
us.
fire.
The last one, then I believe Tori accidentally lit a shop on fire as a distraction on her way out of town to get past
It
the
wasn't.
guards.
It wasn't like an accident. It was more like our
Distraction.
cover is blown, and we need a more pressing matter if we're gonna get out of here without a bunch of knights chasing after us, which didn't work.
It kind of
Which-
worked.
Way, I think you were part of the plan for the stable being on fire. You were not part of the plan, as I recall, about the stories burning his shop. I think you were the shrine at that time. You were
Yeah.
not involved.
I
in that.
remember I put on the disguise and everything.
Yeah, you had to go join. Like you were separated from the party, so you had to rejoin. It was like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh yeah.
Way saw the smoke on the horizon and was not.
Like, oh boy.
knew it was the murder hobo. Okay, so for my understanding then, it sounds like Otto is a drone, one of many. The core is not specifically unique, but Eldon was sent to go get this core, just because... Is there something special about this core then, or would they dispatch someone for, like, any core that's located?
That's not clear. Eldon's not sure what you gather. He just was sent to retrieve this one because they were aware of it.
Okay.
Known for collecting magical
So, Eldon-
artifacts. So
He might have been in the area, kind of deal.
Something in my notes says that apparently the Order was looking for artifacts left by Chao Shen. So maybe they do have some notes.
The order,
They
yes.
They have something that's been guiding Eldon.
He was mainly sent to get the core, but they were aware of multiple artifacts that Chao Shen had.
If only there's a way to quickly get these notes so we knew what was going on. But the headquarters is very far north from here still, quite a ways away.
Yeah, I think we should discuss our next move, whether we want to accompany Eldon back to the headquarters, whether we need to, like, stay here and protect the Empress, whether we want to investigate the neighboring kingdom of the Rising Sun. What's our move here?
Honestly, I think that we're all being pulled in a bunch of different directions at the moment. First thing is first, though, we should probably head back to the castle.
You all want to head back to the castle?
Is the castle safe?
I was just about to say, I don't know if staying the night there is even going to be a safe option.
I don't know if I want to stay in the woods with the remains of the flush tree. I think I'd rather at least sleep in a bed.
Well, if it's any comfort, there's no remains of the flesh tree to have you there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's flesh trees gone.
Flesh tree
It's
is
ash.
It is vaporized.
I'd almost rather camp it out in the woods than be in a place where anyone could sneak up on you.
that might be the better option, I guess.
To be fair, there are also corpses burned.
We do have the Empress with us, though, and I don't think old H.E. would be happy with us shacking up with her in a tent.
I'm curious what Hotaru intends to do with this information. Is she gonna continue staying at her castle and pretending all is well, or what's she gonna do with this new info?
Well, if they are intending to disrupt the nation, me being gone would only aid in that, would only make it easier for them to do so. So it would be more pressing for me to return. Because if I am not there, then it just gives any credence to anything they might do if they intended to defame me or something like that. Or, well, if they
Probably.
attempt to mind my life, I would be either safe with you all, potentially. I think. Most of you, anyway.
Gazelle gives a thumbs up.
You're safe with
She
me.
gives a thumb back. She nods at you. She shakes her head at you.
You gonna need drugs?
No, you do not need drugs. I slap your hand.
No.
Or I would be safe with AG at the castle. You could all... We could section off my side of the castle. You could stay there in that case. And then we could keep the traffic of people coming in and out much more limited. So it'd be a little safer to stay.
You can
And
section off people, but these things can travel through the walls.
They're already inside your walls,
well, we're not...
and you don't know who's infected.
Well,
For all we know, AG could be infected by now.
Can we look at everybody in the castle?
we could. I can have all the staff head to the main courtyard, and you could all examine all of them, since your goblin friend appears to be able to do that.
Yeah.
We
And
should
then we just
probably at least
squash
confirm.
'em.
Oh, go ahead. Go on, kids,
If-
speak up.
We can find them.
Well, even if... Well, there's some inconsistency here. If they could just infect all of us, why bother a subterfuge? At all. If they could just claw inside the walls and... I mean, I wasn't aware of them until... Today? Is this been all today?
Yeah.
This has
God,
been
help
one
me
day.
today. She just stays.
It's a long fucking day.
It's been a
Real
long day.
It almost feels like it's been
If
6 weeks.
if they could just infect any of us, why wouldn't they just do that? Why bother a subterfuge? So I
Good
don't know.
question.
Is a very
know.
good question, but it,
Makes
I don't
no
think
sense.
you have to make any snap decisions right now. I think we need some rest and we need to go over a few things before we decide we're going to march everybody, the entire staff of the castle, out into the courtyard and start putting them, down.
Yes, and we'd
Might-
better.
Might honestly cause more chaos and panic than it's worth, and they might decide that you've gone crazy.
First and foremost, we should probably at least confirm that AG hasn't been compromised.
What if we
Yeah.
feed them the drugs? I think they would like that.
Why would we do that?
Make them happy
Well,
so they
well,
don't
Matt
infect
Lyle.
everybody.
I think you lost some brain when that monster grabbed you.
I think that I really need my fix.
No, that was me. I'm the one who lost my intelligence.
Would you all like to return to the castle?
I'm scared to go
Yeah.
there.
It
Yes.
sounds like we need to do.
I'm
Yep.
down with it.
We need
Yep.
to take the Empress back.
We do need to take.
We're gonna have to go there.
We gotta take her
Yeah,
home.
I don't think we can make her a party member.
We can't, no.
Correct. No Empress party member. Not
Wei will
allowed.
not enjoy having an Oni on the team.
That's true. He's
There's
still sus even after all this.
There's
I'm racist
only
too, I
room
don't
for
care.
one a racist on this party. Thank you very much.
Well, now we've got 2.
I mean, I think that the Empress would be getting some of this hate if she wasn't super hot too.
Oh, hey, check it out.
It's
Last
AG.
counter went down.
Oh, right. Hold on. I gotta fix that.
No, it's fine.
Nope, it's not.
Fuck.
There we go.
I hate this. I hate it here.
Oh,
Alright.
he's sitting at 3-4, huh?
Hit your band.
Yeah,
3 of 4.
he was 4-4, but then he got healed
Wait.
a little bit.
Way
got
helping.
healed. Combination of that amulet you got, and Way.
All right. Well, how's Zaggy look?
Alright, so you return to the castle, heading through the city streets. It's still a little tense because the guards are still about. So you kind of quickly make your way, and
Hey, Maji, not
Yeah,
to
what's up?
interrupt you, but as we walk, because I have something that takes time to technically do,
ease.
just for when we get
Oh,
near the city.
I went to the map. Hold on.
It just says when you pray for guidance, even for a moment, you can ask what is evil, and the GM will tell you honestly, or what here is evil. So when we get to the city, I'm gonna figure that.
I don't want to give you a vagary, so hold on.
Are we?
Okay. So the thing is actually because you're thinking of this creature, right? You're primarily focused on is this creature here? Is this evil here? Yeah.
The creature and the Empress,
Right.
who is a demon, who I naturally think is evil.
Nice.
Well, I think you're not getting much off the Empress, if anything. You're probably not getting much of anything off the Empress in terms of your evil detector.
I mean, nobody but Eggy is, but come on.
True. But in terms of the other major thing you consider evil here, you are surprised to find that you don't feel it as strong as you were thinking. There's something lurking in the city, you can tell. But it's not like it's everywhere. It's here, but not everywhere.
Majay, do you consider the thing evil, or is it like a cancer cell, like which is
Well, we
going
could
to
get
spread
into...
and kill you? But
I was attempting to be. I don't want to. I could make an argument that you don't detect anything because this thing is not necessarily evil because of the nature of it. But I also don't want to be a dick and just kind of fuck you.
your abilities don't matter. Yeah, that's what
Right.
I'm wondering.
I'm going off kind of your perception of things and like how you view the world. That's kind of how I'm going off of it. And I think Wei would think this thing is very fucking evil.
Okay.
It's making people into flesh trees. That's not okay.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah,
could be that the what sourced from the priest, potentially.
I mean, you
You're
could
not-
argue any black magic is evil.
correct. Yeah, it's all about perspective. But Wei, you don't. It's not as bad as you were worried it would be, but it's not nothing. I guess is to say, there's something in the city, which is pretty broad, but it's not like in every street corner or anything. You don't sense it like around every back alley in every corner. There's just a presence, but it's light, I guess. Is that
Gotcha.
that satisfactory?
I can work with that.
Alrighty. So you return to the castle. You are allowed inside. The Empress is still in her mask and is led inside because she's with you all. And eventually you make your way upstairs into her private section of the castle. Iggy is waiting, and there are the guards at the doors are now fully garbed, fully armored, ready to go, because of high alerts in the castle. And you are led into his private section. Iggy is there. They've kind of turned the central area into like a gathering point for them. Like this has kind of become like a center of command because it's isolated and easily like cordoned off for them, so they can just come here, be secure, at least as far as they're aware. So Iggy is here. So there's a couple other people that are like pretty well dressed. You guess they're officers in like this nation's army that are like talking with him, and they're making plans about the city and how to secure it. Everyone's kind of looking tense. You return. The Empress removes her mask and hood, revealing herself. And Napano, you look at Eggy. Eggy is fine. The two officers with him, totally fine. Look around the room. Everyone looks perfectly fine. The guards at the door, fine.
Okay.
Didn't seem to see anything suspicious.
Present company is not infected.
Do you like? You can like. The Empress even like tells all the servants and everyone who's in here to come out and be present in the main room, so you can be checked. And she just assures them that it's just for precaution. She looks at you. You have a look around at all the staff here. All clear. No one here is infected.
I'm gonna relay all that information.
What does Napano see when Napano looks at Lyle?
Ooh.
Oh, Lyle, Adam kind of look a little weird to you. They're fully there, but there's like, it's very, very small, but there's like something in their like silhouette that's like discolored.
Would this be the
Around.
first time Napano's noticed anything off about Adam?
It's very, very subtle. It's very light. If
But-
Napano doesn't look intensely, she will not notice it, or they will not notice it. You have a little bit more noticeable. It's not massive or anything. It's like, that looks a little odd, like a speckle, almost,
Speckle.
like a little speckle,
All
like
right,
a little
well,
dot. It's a little dimmer.
I would relay that information to the party as well. I want to keep everyone appraised.
What does Napano see when they look at me?
I'm fine. I feel fine. I'm doing much better. I walked it off. I'm okay. I hardly feel the need to eat drugs at all.
I honestly don't think Lyle's any worse because he wasn't that good to begin with.
We can't trust him to begin with, yeah.
Alright, now I take offense to that, but
I'm sorry. You did go down pretty hard there fighting. And I am sorry.
To quick answer Otto's question, just real quick. When Napano looks at Otto, Otto is brighter than everyone else in the room.
huh.
Go off.
You could say Otto
Napano-
is denser than everyone else in the room.
Oh.
Has that always been the case, or just
Yes.
since they went? Okay.
Tori's kind of interested too. So that sees our souls. Is that what it's seeing? The bird? Napano?
I'm
Swim?
not sure exactly how much I finagled this.
I have it going off yes.
It's soul vision then, I guess.
You're seeing spirits, and soul is a spirit.
I'll
So then would she
look for the
see
command.
something else that isn't the evil thing with Adam, potentially?
Something else? Oh! Yeah, you would. There's something in the spear. The spear is also a light. It's not as bright, though. It's dimmer,
Oh.
but it's there.
Wait, that means Otto has a soul.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Apparently a very dense soul. What does mine look like?
Maybe multiple.
I want to know what my soul looks like.
Tori.
You look normal.
You look normal.
Oh, I was hoping for something a bit more. Alright.
I want to be special too.
I want to know what my soul looks like. I'm a different color than everybody else.
Beautiful. I mean, yeah, there's different colors, I think.
What's mine?
Well, what do you want your color to be?
Green!
Green
like-
would be the obvious color, but it's up to you.
Why green?
Because
Wind.
wind magic.
Ghostly.
'Cause you're one with the wind, you're a Tangri, you fly. You're one with the wind.
Oh.
It's
I'm
up
gonna
to you,
pull
though.
Samuel Jackson. Madre, can I have a purple soul?
Sure.
Why
Yeah.
is he get a purple soul?
I want a purple soul. That's not fair.
I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not gonna. police the
We're getting a
color
little
of your soul.
sidetracked here.
I'm not gonna police the color of your souls. Your souls
What
will
about
work what
Barry?
you feel in your heart.
But Barry, though.
What's Barry's color?
What is Barry's color?
Barry.
No, berry
Do I like
flavored.
blue?
And Barry, blue, red,
It's
green,
like
and
red,
berries
blue.
are a lot of colors. He shifts colors. It's
Banana. Banana's a berry.
Banana. Yeah.
Banana.
Banana soul.
He's got a yellow soul. He's a banana soul.
Banana soul.
Banana
Don't
soul.
call him yellow. He's not afraid.
Brr.
You guys beat him to
Anyways, so
So now that we've kind of determined that everybody here is not a Cladus. Is it Cladus? Cladus? Cladus.
Gladys.
You know, I'm not sure what the next step here is, Empress. I mean, I don't run a kingdom.
War. That's my suggestion.
war seems appropriate.
War with who?
I would suggest the Sunmen and trees.
We have been at semi-war with them for a long time, so it's kind of a constant state. So that wouldn't be anything new.
Have you thought about winning?
Oh my god.
We don't have
I mean,
the
you can
forces.
take the offense to them.
We don't have the forces to really challenge them in that way. The best we can manage is to hold them off. They have a lot of resources and land and people.
Apparently flesh trees too.
Apparently.
Adam puts a hand on his chin. After a few seconds, he looks over at Yasu.
He looks
What do you
kind of
make-
fucked up. Though.
What are you making of all this, old man?
Whatever that thing was, whatever these things are, they are not natural, or they are abominations, and that they need to be dealt with the most priority. And if they are involved with the chief of the village, then that is concerning and does lead credence to your argument. Looks at Tori.
Sounds like maybe we need to get to the bottom of that.
There's a lot going on right now. But I feel like the root cause is sort of where we need to kind of point our focus toward.
Well, the root cause as I understand it, this is Yasuo speaking, is a foreign nation, not on Zhao.
Muros.
Yes. So do you intend to take war to Moros? Because I assure you, from what I understand of how they function, from the brief encounters I've had with them, the interactions and what I know, we would not win.
No,
And that is
not,
half a world away.
Not that
Well-
I'm an expert on the matter or anything, but I would just like to say that the one thing Moros is good at is war.
If they're sure to win, why not just declare war? Why go through the trouble of subtlety and infiltrating with head crabs?
Because it's the same reason it's not a guaranteed victory if we take war with them. They have to come to us.
And then there's the matter of subtlety. Once you running in, swords drawn and fires set ablaze, things become muddier. And if you are seeking something specific, that kind of gets lost in the muddle.
I really doubt that these creatures have any sense of humanity. They would never give the warning call that they were bringing their warships to the shores to warn
if-
the people to either lay down their arms or not. It seems like they just want to. They just want victory, by all means. They don't care about honor or saving anything or gaining anything besides information and power. And it seems like the best way for them to do that is to have everyone take drugs. That's how they win. So, drug trade is coming from Muros, and they are splicing their drugs with monsters.
Honestly, it checks
Now
out.
there's
Drugs.
no way that we can go over there and fight a drug war. That's just not in the books. Like, none of us really here are royalty, and Your Majesty, all due respect, you have your own concerns with a country much bigger than ours or yours that you need to worry about, with a Tengu warlord on the other side, and Muros attacking behind the shadows, and then probably other players we don't even know about yet. Not to mention some of the staff in your own building are monsters. Yeah, Muros might just be the way, and maybe stop at the tower of the Last Order's headquarters and get whatever information we can before we set about.
Lyle's gonna raise his hand.
What?
I think, and I'm still a little fuzzy here, so correct me if I'm stupid. But don't we? I don't know if your pops is infected and being controlled in the same way that these other fellas are. But if he is, should we not consider the possibility that killing him or fighting him is not the best course of action? What if we could find a cure and make an ally out of him?
Or in worst case story, you could take your birthright and we could raise our own army.
I don't know if I'm fighting my father or if I'm fighting the parasite. And if the Cladis is what I'm fighting, then it won't really matter if I just kill my father. Because that wouldn't stop them. But I don't know if I can leave this continent without knowing the truth either. I think I need time to think about this.
Well, we can shore up in here tonight and just keep people on watch at all times. No one guards alone. Everyone keeps a watch together, so that we don't get surprised.
I'll take first watch.
Napana watches people make our food.
I think it'd be best if everyone makes their own food right now.
That's fair.
Where's Trail when you need her?
Make sure to scorch it real good.
Oh yeah, I do have Sanctify, so any food that I eat, I'm going to sanctify beforehand
Good idea.
Meat.
every time.
We're gonna bless everyone's meals.
I guess.
I think
yeah.
I think me and Adam should go hunting and get our own food. I don't think we should trust anything in the kitchen.
I think if you guys are gonna go out to the woods to hunt, I'm gonna join you, but I might split off on my own for some alone time. I need to think.
Okay. Well, we can patches of time here a little. So, Adam and Wei and Tori,
I would like to go too.
anyone who wants to, go on a little trip to acquire some food you know is not infected, or God, you hope it's not infected. Presumably.
Are they infecting like the wildlife?
Put the
Who
flesh
knows?
crabs in the deer and rabbits.
Sure
That
hope
would be
not.
a way to do it.
I'm pretty sure we would know as soon as we killed it if it was infected.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen that Minecraft mod that basically installs something like a parasite into it?
A horror mod where the sheep scream at you.
The sheep scream at you and also explode into head crabs.
I don't like that.
I don't like the Minecraft world that you made, Majli.
It sounds bad. Like, it's very hard from what I understand. Anywho, but however, the food you do acquire is not infected.
Yay!
Winky face.
Oh no.
No, it's not infected. You're fine. You're able to acquire it. So basically, you guys can secure food. That's easy enough to do. And you are all aware enough of the situation to keep watch and return that to the castle and prepare it accordingly. So food is not a concern. You also have rations that you brought, presumably. So you could also eat that.
True.
Yep.
So, getting food is not a problem.
What?
Gazelle does what? Gazelle eats berries?
He ran out of his berries.
Oh, so you're gonna get some more berries?
Nah,
Oh. You gonna have some drugs?
nah.
Oh.
I would like some drugs.
No.
Do we have any drugs left over?
Yes.
I feel compelled.
You'll have to take them from Tori. Tori has them, and I think Gazelle, do you still have the drugs?
I think I snatched up Gazelle's when he wasn't looking.
I think Tori
so,
did
yeah.
steal Gazelle's, yeah.
Okay. So Tori has all the drugs.
I'd like to go through Tori's stuff.
My stuff is with me in the woods.
Hmm.
You stayed behind?
I'm just gonna ruffle around in your sleeping bags while you're
Who would
gone.
you rather be alone with in the woods,
Oh,
a bear or Lyle?
I think a bear for sure.
I mean, Thor can just straight up murk the bear and Lyle, so she's probably fine either way.
Okay, so beyond getting food, attempting to acquire drugs, or if you want to go through that, does anyone want to do anything specific they want to focus on over the
I'm
course of this
gonna-
night?
Let Yue and Eldon take a look at my body.
Okay.
Check out my body.
Is UA scared
They
and terrified of Otto and doesn't like him anymore?
Look at
No,
my
it's-
assets.
No, she's not scared of him at all. She's concerned about him. She doesn't like approach Otto with fear. More concern that if he's okay.
Seems scared of him.
No, she's not scared of him at all. Her and Eldon will open up your torso to look at your core. Your
Ugh.
core is like a little brighter, and it's like functioning fully now, or at least somewhat. It seems like it's in pretty good working order. It's functioning real good.
It's functioned real good.
It functions real good. My brain is tired. Forgive my poor speech.
Flaps hood. This baby can fry so many trees.
Is there anything you would like to know, Otto? Are you trying to discover anything particular? Do you want is there anything you want them to find, look for, or look at?
What's Otto's mileage, and does he need his oil changed?
No, I just want it to be fixed.
You want to be fixed?
Yeah, because I had like 1 hit point.
What does what does the odometer say?
It's out of control.
Check engine light on.
It's burnt out. It's not doing well.
Oh, on
It
brake
burns.
fluid. Power
No, there's
steering
no
going
brake
out.
fluid left in there. No, power steering's fucked.
Oh.
No,
How's the
they'll spend the
suspension?
time to. They'll check you out, make sure you're okay, and also repair you.
Is
They'll
the
take their
online
time.
computer reporting any problems?
No, not at all, actually.
No error codes that they have to run through the system and then read online about?
Nope.
Are the fucking tires flat?
Yeah. Tires are flat. They're not even there. They're gone. He has feet for some reason.
Wow, down to the... What the fuck? Riding around on rims. Madman?
Got some nightmare-ass tires there.
Nothing. Yeah, she just make. UA attempts
Nothing
to make.
out of the ordinary.
Yeah, nothing that they detect or they find. You don't seem like there's anything wrong with you beyond damage, but they'll fix that. UA's concerned about you because you've been doing some weird shit, and she's a little concerned. And she like spends some time doting on you as you go through the night. We'll have one other thing with you later. However, before that, does anyone else want to do anything?
I just kind of want to chat with people idly and resolve some bonds and things, but nothing
Okay.
story critical.
Well, do as you will. What do you want to? Who do you want to talk to? And who wants to talk?
You guys hunting, right?
Well, yeah. So we got Wade, Tori, and Adam, and Nippano out. Anyone else?
Did we lose somebody for a second there?
I don't think so.
That was weird. I heard a log off sound.
That was you, probably.
Was it me?
Maybe.
I see
Your
everyone.
internet might have blipped.
Everybody's here.
It is muted for some reason, but other than that.
He's sharding.
It is muted.
He's shitting really loudly.
It's because I'm cooking.
He's playing D&D a little too real right now.
I'm forced to make some taco shells for dinner, so
Gotcha.
muted moment.
Gotcha,
Yes,
gotcha.
I'm being forced.
So don't talk to Ed because he's busy making tacos.
Okay.
It's fine,
Hey, Ed, I got a
some-
question for you.
The dialogue option with Gazelle is grayed out right now.
Lyle and Otto are still at the castle, so.
Okay. I guess Nippano's gonna turn to Adam while we're out hunting and just ask, is it common for others in your clan to have spiritual companions, or are you unique in that aspect?
The dragon is a little different. Yes.
But they'll form bonds with other creatures?
Well, it's more that my people have a tradition of honoring those who have come before them, and it seems as a seems as a form of gratitude to some degree. Those spirits aid us in, well, most aspects of our daily lives. Um, mostly through strength. Um, I it's actually funny. Some of these there was a there was a member of my tribe who claimed he drew upon the spirits to fend off a great evil once upon a time. Although I can't say I've seen any sign of that evil, so
Evil, not in the sense of the Claudus calamity thing that we're dealing with.
based on how he described it, it almost sounded similar. There were people getting transformed into monstrous creatures involved, allegedly. But he's also the type to drink pretty heavily, and maybe there was some embellishment there. I don't know. Ron was always one of the more aggressive folks in our village. He always likes a good fight.
Did you say Ron? Is his name Ron?
No, Brom.
Brom. Okay.
Ron Weasley.
Ronald
Ron
Weasley.
Ron Wildfang.
Okay.
But no, the dragon is a little different. Normally, the spirits they're very temporary in their presence. Typically, the dragon is different, but I really can't place why.
You say temporary, like they're not. They serve their purpose and they go away.
Yes, generally, their presence may be known briefly to us and those around them, and then once that aid is concluded, they seem to just drift back to the other side.
That does sound very familiar. Usually, once their business is concluded, they can be at peace and go to their eternal rest. So is it your understanding that your spirit animals, are they a manifestation of your ancestors, or just some sort of guardian sent by a higher power?
I don't know what to make of it yet. I like where you're going with I think you have a very good guess. That is the line of thinking I've been under, is that the dragon Sherikot was sent by my ancestors to protect me in some way at my travels. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. Nippano is like deep in thought for a minute and says that we've been trying to understand our own connection, and it was forged, we think, in a moment of need, but we're still unclear as to how it happened. So we were curious about you and Shere Khan and whether others of your people have similar bonds, because it turns out we are from a similar part of the world, and it sounds like we have similar customs of honoring those who came before, and it's actually uncanny how much what you're describing sounds like our own people.
Though now that you mention it, Sherikot did appear around the time we entered those ruins, strangely enough.
And the fact that he isn't temporary means that maybe his purpose is still ongoing, that he hasn't served his purpose yet.
Perhaps. Sorry, I need to check my notes for something real quick. Did Sheriff not appear? Did I mark that down? I did not mark down exactly what, but I think it was right around the time. So,
Okay.
So, you mentioned seeing something with my spear, right?
We did. Like, it had a similar outline to Otto, and we think that means that there's a soul present. It's less clear than with Otto. Less distinct, but it's there.
Maybe that explains what I felt shortly after eating that food.
What did you feel?
Just of foreboding of sorts. Like something was trying to tell me or warn me of something. I haven't tried really looking closely at the spear since then. So I don't know if there's more of a presence to it than that or not.
Wait, did Shere Khan appear when you found the spear, or are they connected? Is that what we're insinuating?
Sorry, I was interrupted. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Did Shere Khan appear when you found the spear? Is that what you're insinuating? That there's a connection between your spirit and the spear?
Perhaps. My memory is a little hazy of the exact timing. I do believe Shere Khan appeared before we found the spear, though.
Yeah, it was before.
Hey, me, it's your brain. I'm telling you that your dragon buddy appeared before the spear.
Okay. Like, I thought it was, like, only a little.
Well, the spear you found at the end of the dungeon,
Yep.
Shere Khan appeared at the beginning of the dungeon.
Aha!
God give you thumbs up. Disappears.
Perhaps maybe I should just try communing with the weapon again. Maybe I'll learn more about it that way.
Communing with the weapon? Or maybe communing with your dragon?
That's a good point.
I mean, does it have any idea why it's here? What the connection is between the two of you?
If he does, he hasn't really led me to understand. I'm not sure if that's just a lack of my own understanding. For the most part, although it is intelligent, it is still very much more beast than
More
seems to
beast
be more,
than...
It's more beast than sentient, though it does understand me.
Sometimes that sounds nice.
Is yours not the same?
Oh no. Their voice is always in my head. They shut up. Looks up and looks up at the owl, who's hooting indignantly.
Adam just kind of a couple times. I see.
Like they don't know why we're here either, or if this is a permanent thing. They just seem to want to protect us, and Pana just kind of shrugs.
Interesting.
Anyway, that's all the questions I had for Adam, I guess.
I think
Anyone
that
else?
was pretty much everything Adam wanted to understand about Napano's situation as well. So
Okay. Can
Anybody else in the hunting party want to have a conversation?
hey wait.
Adam,
It's time for Way and
Gazelle,
Tori to
May?
bond.
Wayne Tori? Yeah.
Bond, damn it.
Bond, damn you. Bond over murder. Or the lack of, or presence of.
Um,
Oh, they want us to talk. It's weird.
I don't know what to say to Way. You're
Hey girl, those wounds sure do heal nice.
Yo, bro, why you so racist, bro?
Way, don't you find that princess super fine? Hey Tori,
a conversation topics.
we're gonna smack your dad. You okay?
Who's saying these things?
I was gonna say, is Lyle's not there.
He's not even there.
There's a
He
I
was
don't-
just being disruptive.
there's a goblin whispering conversation topics from the bushes. It's not Napano, I swear to God.
I slay the goblin.
Adam, well, if nothing else is happening, Adam just kind of looks over to Tori.
What?
So what are you thinking of all this?
There's too much going on to focus on any one thing. And that's confusing, so I think I need to worry about what matters to me the most. And I need what matters to me the most, I think, is do I go and confront my father, who could just be a effect of the bigger things at stake here, or do I more or less abandon my quest to save my village to travel all the way to Muros and maybe not be effective there either, maybe just die, because that's enemy territory on the other side of the world. I wouldn't be able to keep my word to those who've suffered under my father's terror, and I wouldn't be able to really keep my word to Yasuo either. I'm very conflicted right now, but it feels like that would be the best course of action. But it's very personal. It's my father.
Well, if it
Are you prepared to even face your dad,
I don't know.
knowing that he might be?
I thought, coming out here, I might get the chance to sort of try that. And she kind of pulls out the moonsicle. You see, I kind of wanted to do this while I was alone, but since we're all kind of here, I wanted to show you what my father looks like. Because I don't know if I'll be ready unless I actually have to lay eyes on him, and the best way for me to do that is to create an illusion of him.
Just practice laying eyes, good idea.
Yeah, so if you'll give me a moment, I'm gonna... She just kind of falls silent and just focuses on the scythe.
Okay.
Alright, do I have to roll for this? We're not in combat or anything.
Is it on your scythe or on you?
She is casting an illusion to create a image of her dad.
I don't think you have to roll, but I will double check here.
I mean, it would be kind of dumb if I came out here and I, fucking spawned, I don't
Stick
know.
figure.
He's
stick
got
figure.
he's got like a ditto face.
Zeraxel X.
It's like it's pretty close.
It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, hi, Tori. I'm your dad.
Boy, how did I
smoke
get
and
here?
mirrors.
Last time I think I was grabbing a stone and
To
Come on,
desire the chrome from the Fire Ember series.
You're just. You technically have to roll.
sure.
Yeah,
Or-
let's see what happens. It's smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Let's do it and see what happens. A 9.
Not bad.
You make something into the image of your dad. Maybe a bush.
It's only a partial
Or an old
success,
stump.
so it's like he appears, but he calls you disappointment.
It would be on par.
That sounds accurate, yeah.
He looks
Really?
at you sternly. Wait, what does your dad look like, Tori? Describe your father.
He has white. He has like short red hair that's graying. But he also wears a black Tengu mask with these bright yellow eyes. His wingspan is a bit wider than Tori's. He's a lot more muscular. But he also has like these blood red wings, which are also a bit gray around the, I guess the tops, like where the feathers come from.
Sure.
And then thick black leather armor, and he has a very large bow on his back, and the quiver has some big arrows in it too. He's strapped. He's never not looked like he's ready to fuck shit up and go dying and go down with the ship. He always looked like he's ready to kill.
Bro has a Dragon Slayer great bow.
Yeah, he does have a Dragon Slayer great bow.
What's his name? Have you ever known him, your father?
His name's Dad.
King
Out of-
Chicken Wings.
Out of character, I had a name for him, and it was the name of the goddess of the hunt, Artemis, but that's a goddess name, not a god name.
This is true.
So
Artie?
I'm probably just gonna say
Artie.
his name was, back in character, his name was Ares.
All right. Raised in Aries.
That just kind of gives the illusion of once over. Let's see.
Do you want some practice?
Why not?
When the only time I've ever seen him actually draw his arrows and fire was at myself. He was attacking me and the partner I had made on my quote-unquote Tengu graduation ceremony. I failed and he intended to kill me. The arrows he uses are laced with a deadly poison for which there is no cure that I am aware of. Possibly none. He is very good at what he does. So can I face him? She says as she pulls a rapier out.
Napano would try to like come and put a hand on Tori's shoulder, but probably just like her, waist
leg.
or something, because yeah, they're
Pat
short. And,
pat her thigh, rub her butt a little.
That's a butt.
Yeah, just kind of pat her side reassuringly and says, "We appreciate the trust that you've shown to us, especially back in that hospital wing. It's comforting to know that when we move to stab someone that you don't hesitate or ask questions, you just jump to our aid. So when the time comes that you face your father, we'll be there to support you."
Adam simply crosses and nods. He may be a powerful warrior, but that doesn't mean you're not either. Done more than enough to prove that, at least in my eyes. I'm sure the rest of the folks, both here and back at the castle, would agree.
It's
We've come pretty far, and I don't think we would have done as well without you.
Thanks. It's hard to think like that sometimes, but she just kind of sheaths the rapier and dispels the illusion.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say something, but never mind.
No, you didn't get your shot in,
Something.
so let's rewind the clock.
Every time I
Let's-
said something, you guys talked. Sorry.
Well, rewind the clock. I haven't put the sword away yet. What you got?
No, because I said it once, but I guess you didn't hear. Did you want practice? Confronting your
Right.
father?
What do you mean?
Stare down the illusion.
Kick its ass.
Kick its ass.
Wayne's gonna
Just you.
walk behind the illusion. What do you want, daughter?
We're role playing. Yes, let's go.
Okay, we're role playing.
Role playing the role play. Let's go.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
Oh shit.
You ran me out of my fucking home. You had everybody trying to kill me, and now you're killing everybody else. Fuck you! She's gonna charge at him and just fucking swing as hard as she can at him.
I hate you, Dad.
I'm
you
your
come
dad.
to me just to throw a tantrum?
You're just killing people. What's wrong with you? For what
I'm spreading our
purpose?
nation.
We don't need this shit. We could never sustain it. What's wrong with you? We could barely stay alive in the fucking mountains as it is. We have to scare people away just to keep our way of life.
And what if we didn't have to do that anymore? What if
What?
we had our own land? What if we had more land?
You don't have
I'm
to kill.
helping the village.
No, you're not. You're killing people. You're killing your own people. Fucking de-winging them? That's insane.
You want people just to stay here and do nothing? You are the one that are going to lead them to their death.
You are the current leader, leading them to extinction by way of having other countries come in and stomp the Tengri out.
Sacrifices have to be made in war.
But
The
you're
end
literally-
result will justify the means. You just can't see that because you're young and naive.
No. I have seen more than you have because I don't stay in the mountains. I have actually gone out and seen the world, and I know that shit's more fucked up out there than it is here. You live in a fucking small, little town, and you never leave it, and all you ever try to do is kill other people and take their shit because you're a racist motherfucker.
I've
Man,
rested in the
really into
past.
this.
You know not of what. You think because you traveled a couple of miles you know more than me? Child, you'll never be a proper leader.
At least I'm not de-winging my own people.
Sometimes lessons need to be taught.
Daddy's gonna spank your butt.
No.
Punch him.
No, you killed that man for no reason. He had nothing to his name. He was trying to get medicine for his daughter. You didn't care, and you used him to try and turn me into whatever you are. You're sick.
He was a spy.
And you're a master manipulator. You're worse. What do you
I'm
mean
not
a spy?
manipulating anything.
He was
I'm just the king.
No, you're just a crazy tyrant.
Way seems like he's getting way too into this role.
He's really good at
I was
this.
gonna say,
He's really
Wade,
good at this.
Wade's just like working out his aggression on Tori.
Gladys or not, you cannot leave the Tengu anymore. The village needs to change, and it needs to not try and kill everybody that comes to the village.
If you don't want me in power, there's only one way to get rid of me.
That's just kind of nuts. You know what you gotta do.
It
We'll
really
be there
has
to
be
support
that-
you.
If it really has to be that way, then I'll see you when the time comes.
Wade peeks out from behind the illusion. We good?
Yeah.
Aw,
Corey just all of a sudden goes fucking bright red.
that fire, you didn't even hit him. Come on.
Shut up. She just waves the illusion away like it's smoke.
Av just kind of smirks but then nods.
Ooh.
Think you've got your answer now?
How do you know all that again?
Oh, I was making it up as I went.
It's just a lot to
It's
assume.
better. It's so much better. Guess.
You hit all the notes. Way to go.
Gotta say I can't. Gotta say I couldn't pull that off.
I've been a soldier. I've seen plenty. I know how the leaders think.
Have you ever lost someone, Way? Besides your master, I mean?
I mean, there's been people in my platoon that I've lost, but
No one close to you besides your master, though?
he was really about the only one.
Would you say that you're at peace with his death?
I mean, he went out fighting. He was a soldier till the end. Not really if I'm at peace with it or not. He went out on his terms.
Kono accepts that. Anywho, that's all the conversations I had over here.
Good drama.
Good drama. Good job.
Yeah.
I think I
Wanna-
needed that. Thank you. But there's been a lot of, I don't want to call it derailing, but this whole thing with the Gladys and Empress Hotaru is,
Shifted focus.
yeah, shifted focus. Thanks, Tree, who said that. It's, wow. There's a lot of suggestions coming from the bushes around here.
Sorry.
Fucking goblins. These forest goblins always fucking making comments.
I was thinking there must be something going on because the girl who can talk to ghosts is around here. Maybe they're just trying to talk to all of us.
We
Well,
got
no,
some
Lyle's
goblin
infected. He's talking to us through the trees.
stuff for the mind goblins.
It's a flesh tree.
They're always trying to talk.
Cool. Well,
Anywho,
yeah. You want to go home?
yeah, let's
Tired
head
of-
back to the castle.
I'm done with the
just-
woods. I'm done with the woods for one night.
Av just kind of laughs. Like, I think we've covered plenty of food for one night.
Plenty of ground. And head on back.
Okay.
Oh, and thanks, Way.
Anytime.
Hell of a show.
I couldn't see from behind the thing, but how did it look to watch her just yell at his like static person just standing there?
I think it needed to happen.
I am
Seems
gone,
like-
Lord.
She had a lot pent up.
The bushes give you a 9 out of 10. They hold little signs.
Great.
7.5.
Oh, cool. I didn't
That
remember
was-
taking any drugs, but I guess I did.
That bush is a dick.
Say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs, babe. Unless it's cool.
It's not cool.
No,
You've never-
Majay has a point.
Well, that's why you don't have any drugs, because you're not cool.
Not cool, and we regret now recommending that Gazelle take it because it would be funny.
It was funny.
We feel bad now.
It was pretty funny.
I mean, we feel a little bit bad, but it was funny.
It was.
Oh, right. Does anyone else want to have any conversations?
Well,
Yes,
I
we
don't-
get-
you want to have any conversations with anybody?
Then we're going to do one thing, and then we're going to end for the night. It's going to involve Otto.
Lyle's gonna ask Gazelle if he's got any drugs.
Nah. Tori's got them.
She is so mean.
Also, I think now that I know enough about them, I don't really need to carry them around anymore. So I'm probably just gonna dump
Throw them
them,
in a fire.
put them in like a Goodwill box.
No.
Books.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
Just leave them out in the woods for someone to find.
Wait.
Let,
We
let,
got torches, don't we?
let the deer eat them. Here we
No,
go.
you want to put it in a Goodwill box.
I
Put it in a
don't
Goodwill
wanna-
box.
I'm going
Oh
to
lord.
probably set the bag on fire at some point.
Okay. But Goodwill box.
That would have been
No.
funny, I know.
I know.
She's
Great.
more responsible than that. Gazelle might have done that though,
Oh, definitely.
if he didn't
No
eat
doubt.
them.
He might have ate them.
Okay.
One for the box, one for me. One for the box, one for me.
And one for Barry.
One for Barry. Rocket. Barry, have more.
Watch him feed one to Barry, and then suddenly he, grows flesh tentacles from his neck.
It just starts spinning around
Barry
on the
becomes
stick.
the flesh tree.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He's practically already a flesh tree. A head on a
Exactly.
stump.
You can already regenerate.
Just needs to be trimmed once in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
All right. Anything? Or we move on to Otto's little thing.
Move on to auto. Move
Move on to
on to auto. Move on to auto.
Unless Ed has something, then I'm good. I'm ready to see what Otto's got going on.
We can move on.
Okay. Then we'll move on. So, everyone returns home. You have your dinner, and we can have, if there's further conversations next time involving the dinner, we can do that. But once everyone has dinner and settles down, taking watch and whatnot, Otto, you were not on watch for one point, so you just go to, not sleep, because you don't need sleep, right? You just need to
Yeah.
sit still for a minute. And you sit still for a minute, and you're kind of half taking the room. Yue's kind of babying you a little bit because she's concerned about you. But eventually she settles down to sleep, and you're just kind of left to roam the room with her. And some time passes, and you're staring at the door, perhaps, and you blink, and you're not in the room anymore.
Oh.
You're outside. You are. Hold on. I need to change the music. Yes. Is this better? Yeah, that's perfect. So, you're outside on a field. It's setting. The sun is beginning to set in the horizon. You are someplace you have never seen before, but you're very familiar with it. It is a hill on this, overlooking this valley before you. There are mountains around. There's plenty of forestry. It's a very green valley you're looking at right now, with the exception of inside the valley. And inside the valley is a city you have never seen before, but know by heart, and it is immense. It fills this valley with buildings and structures that reach up toward the sky. It fills with architecture that you have never seen before, but have seen every day of your life. You see things moving through the sky, ships flying aloft as if they had wings, but they have no such things. There are crystalline engines pumping them through the air as they travel across the city, dozens of them, just moving back and forth, going about their business, their day to day. It's, well, you see this every day, but you've never seen it before. And that contradiction is confusing to you, I imagine.
Yeah.
Um, Another thing that's confusing to you is that you're not very big. You're like half the size that you normally are. You perhaps look down at your hands. They're not your hands, but they are your hands. They're fleshy and pale. You get a decent amount of sun, but you really should go outside more. You stay inside too much. You've got short little arms. You don't have much muscle. You're pretty young. But you come out here every so often, just to
Yeah.
take in the view of the city. Just to enjoy the view and watch the traffic going back and forth as you venture out from your little farm on the hill of just outside the city. Just to get away, take some time outside, like your mom always tells you to go do.
Am I alone?
You're right now you're alone. I mean, you see people moving in the distance, in the far distance in the city, with like brief snippets. You see like through glass windows alongside these skyscrapers that reach toward the upper ranges of the valley. Some of them going into the mountainside, where
Do
you
you
know that
see?
I see some mining operations are inside the mountain.
Does she see any statues of a guy with nunchucks?
No, this
Okay.
architecture is nothing like you've seen in Zhao.
Hmm.
It's entirely different, but you see it every day, or you've seen it every day, up to the point you are right now, what you're seeing right now. And it's nice. It's a calm day. There's a little wind rushing through the valley. Just kind of you just take time to do it. I think you have a book next to you that you were reading, but you're just taking a moment to like appreciate this view of the sun setting just over the mountains, just kind of illuminating everything with a orange glow. The night sky is starting to be visible a little bit. You see some stars up above. Not too many because of the light pollution of the city, which there are many lights that are starting to kick on as it gets darker. And even that's like a beautiful sight. Is there any questions you'd like to ask me? I'll let
Um,
you get 3.
do I only have a mom?
You have a dad. You have a dad too. He works in the city though.
Siblings?
He's you don't have any siblings. You're their only child. You've been here.
Yeah.
You've been an only child for a while.
Um, do I know what this place is called?
What is this city called? Let me look at the map. That's not. Wait, that's a different map. Hold on.
It's
I
it's
would do a
called
different.
it's called New Eggberg.
You shut up. You shut up right now.
Good name. How about Old Eggberg?
Duckville.
Duckburg.
Whoa.
I'll just go with this because this will work. I'll just go with this name. Windia. That's the name of the city. That's the name of this region. of which this city is the capital.
And
This particular district, though, is Eggberg.
do I know my name?
I don't know. What's your name?
Oh no!
What's your
Don't
name,
ask me
Aaron?
that.
What's your name, Aaron?
Oh shit!
It can
Name
be anything.
generator.
It's not from Zhao.
Wait. Are you a
If your name's
boy
Otto?
or a girl?
It's up to Aaron. Are you a boy or a girl?
I don't know.
You could literally be Otto, O-T-T-O.
Auto Man, like from Rocket Power. Don't do that.
Or just rock.
Brilliant.
My name's Danny.
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 Okay. Normal Danny or Danny with an I?
He is Danny.
Danny with a Y.
Okay, Danny. All right,
Danny.
Danny. So you're a boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny boy.
Danny boy.
Hey there, Danny boy.
Oh no.
All right. I think that's 3 questions.
Was it 3?
I think you asked 4 questions, but I
so.
just let
No,
it
that
go.
was 3.
Okay. All right. So, Danny, you eventually, as you're just kind of taking the sights, but it's getting darker, so you should really head home. So you get up, you pick up your book, taking one last look at the city before looking up at the sky. And you see the moon and the stars, and you see the North Star. And you also see another star that's a little brighter than normal. And you look at the sky a lot, and you don't think you've seen that star before. So that's interesting. You make a note on your book. You probably go to the page, like, hey, that's a new star. Just look at your telescope when you get home. And then you head back home, where your mom is waiting with fresh dinner, waiting for your dad to come home too. And then, with those images flashing in your mind of a fresh dinner, your mom, whose face is kind of lost, looks like Yue for a moment, but doesn't look like Yue, but does? Is it Yue? And that's when the memory starts to break. And then you blink, and you're back in the room. And Yue is beside you, sleeping soundly. And you're just left with that image of that memory. You don't know where it came from. You don't know who Danny is. You don't know why you both did not know that place or where it was or when it was. But you do know, but you don't. It's familiar but not. And what you do with that contradiction is up to you.
Okay.
Is there anything you do in that moment?
Mm,
It's like a last enter to the scene.
I'm just gonna reach out and touch Yue's hand.
You reach out, and you put your hand on Yue's, and she smiles in her sleep, and that memory lingers in your mind as the night continues. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Okay.
Plot
For
thickens.
your benefit, Maje, as a DM
Yes.
who needs to plan stuff, do we need to make a decision as a group whether we want to pursue Tori's dad or go to Muros or
That I would so appreciate that if you let me know what your plan is so I can think about it. If you come to a conclusion as a group.
do we want to talk about it now or vote about it in the chat? Make a poll.
As long as you talk about it and let me know before next time, that's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be right now, but it probably should be before next time.
Okay.
I'm in favor of attacking Dad.
It's kind of hard to justify walking away from the flesh monsters, probably in the castle, but I don't see, unless we just find a way to capture all of them and burn all of them, I don't know what we can do about it. So
Yeah,
the-
we definitely have a whole bunch of different quest lines going on right now. Sorry to interrupt you, Nightmare.
no, you're right. That's what I was getting at.
We can wrap up and then talk about it more after the video ends.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we should probably cut the recording now.
Yeah.
Good session. Good job, Maje.
Good. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody. I enjoyed that. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
good.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right, YouTube.
Bye,
Fuck
YouTube.
off, YouTube.
Yeah, fuck off,
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Enjoy your heinies. Butts.
Booty, 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 booty.
Wiener.
Weird people.
Venus.